Watch me bounce back real quick. 300. Street shit, G shit. Ray-Bans on, got me wondering like Stevie. Saw some fuck niggas, and fuck niggas can't see me. I wish a nigga would, like I had a genie. I'm first to see your favorite local rapper wanna be me.
What up, though? It's your man DJ Kobe, live from the Bag Report. This week's producer spotlight. Got my man Genius in the building.
What up?
You know what I'm saying? Now, right off the bat, I always ask your name. It's Genius, so you know what I'm saying. How did you come up with that?
So when I first started making beats, I was watching these cats. You know what I'm saying? They used to make beats, so they like took me under their wing, and they used to call me Protege. And pretty much like we ended up falling off. You know what I'm saying? Like I did my own thing and shit. So I was like doing some research. And Protege pretty much just means genius child. Right. So I just took the genius, you know what I'm saying, from the bad shit and just pushed it forward like that.
So you feel like you're a genius with these beats?
Hell yeah. Of course.
So how long you been fucking around with the beats?
Since I was 16, 29.
Oh, yeah, so you've been on it. Yeah. Like what made you get started?
Man, it's a funny story. Kareem, Reem Dollars, and Mac Myron, they used to make beats when we was in high school. And one day we was all at the crib and Myron was playing some whack ass shit. And I was like, that shit whack. And Myron was like, make a better beat, I bet you can. And I was like, yeah, I can. And I started making beats like that.
Was your beat better though?
Nah, it was horrible. We gotta start from somewhere.
So what y'all was using back then?
FL. Like FL4. Like that shit was trash.
You ain't got the beat still, huh?
Nah, hell no.
Yes, I asked the last producer if he had his. He ain't have his neither. Y'all gotta keep these first beats.
I got some first beats, but I ain't got my first beat though.
Yeah, I got that first one.
Man, I got some shit from like 2012.
So if you had to put a number on how many beats you got total, where would that number be at?
Over 15,000.
15,000?
Yeah. I went through a whole phase where I met this cat named Michael J. Powell. He actually taught Tyrese how to produce. He used to produce for Anita Baker, The Temptations and shit and everything. And when I met him, he was like, you need experience. And I was like, right. I was like, I make a beat every day. He was like, nah, you need to make 10 beats a day. You know what I'm saying? And back then it was easy because he would just make some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But it's like from every piece of shit that I made, I learned something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that because I'm just now getting into it. So every little beat that I make, I figure out something else.
Learn something, play with something, yeah.
Do it a little faster or do it a little better.
So back in the day when I started taking it serious, like I was making 10 beats a day, you know what I'm saying? Like all the time. And I ain't do nothing but make beats. You know what I'm saying? I was in high school. I ain't have shit to worry about with fucking hoes and making beats.
Who's your top, I don't want to say 5 because when you get to 5 it starts getting crazy. You feel what I'm saying? So who's your top 3 producers?
Top 3, Dr. Dre, number 1. He the best of all time. Scott Storch. And
Coked out Scott Storch or like 2017 Scott Storch?
Coked out Scott Storch. And then my 3rd, I would have to say Rick Rubin.
Why Rubin? Because that's kind of left. Like a lot of people want to say Rick Rubin.
Man, like, everything that's a classic in hip hop, he's responsible for.
Rick Rubin.
Everything LL Cool J used to rap on, that's all him. Everything. The Beastie Boys, all him. Even Run DMC, half of that shit, that's all him. He started Def Jam. And then Russell came along with it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't know that shit. Like he started that shit in his dorm room. And then Russell was like, oh, this dope. Let me get on.
Facts. So you said that Dre is your top. You know what I'm saying? He the best, but I feel like you had more passion when you spoke about Rick Rubin.
Yeah, I mean, but see, with the type of music he made back in the day, I was like, it's dope. I don't fuck with that shit. Yeah, you'll never catch me driving around banging no LL Cool J and shit.
so you just, I feel like you just fuck with him because he like the originator.
Yeah, of course, he started it.
All right, so give me a top 4 then, okay? Because I feel like he jumped in off basically just because, you know what I'm saying, forefatherhood.
My 4th, man, I'd probably say, we'll say the Justice League.
Ooh, okay. Why Justice League though?
They're responsible for a lot of hits.
Yeah.
Everything they do is a hit.
That hard ass Rick Ross shit. Mostly all the
Rick
Rick Ross
Ross.
artist shit is off Justice League.
Rick Ross is what he is because of Justice League.
All the Maybach music. Yeah.
That whole
Justice League
sound
go crazy.
was Justice League. They created what Rick Ross is today.
So out of them four, who would you work with right now if they was like pull up?
Dre.
Dre up top.
Yeah, of course. Dre, every artist that he's ever touched is a superstar. Worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm trying to think of a miss.
I mean, look, now when artists, their careers are failing, they go to Dre. When Busta Rhymes' career was failing, he went to Dr. Dre. Like, all of them motherfuckers, even producers, when they need to come up, they go and fuck with Dre.
What do you think it is about Dre?
Me and my bitch trying to get rich. Late nights driving right, dodging state lights. Rolling hard off them yamas, about to take flight. My bitch mix, we get flicks, she turns straight white. Get us off every time.
He dope. I like his shit.